Hello everybody and happy 2023 to all of you. It is the happy new year and now it's time, as we all know, to put 22 in the rearview mirror, put it behind us and move forward on into 2023. Well, let's see what's in store for us. Today, there are 3 takeaways from this baseline 2023 first video of 2023. First of all, from here, the inventory levels of homes for sale in Portland, they're going to go up. Second takeaway for today, prices are not likely to go down, they're going to build. And takeaway number 3, that it's going to take us probably 45 to 60 days to see any changes from here on out based on the slowness of the last month and a half, November and December, that it's going to take a month and a half to 2 months to start to see renewed activity. Let's begin. I'll explain. First of all, the week of January 2nd, and we're looking to this week to establish a baseline of where we start for 2023. I'll do a few comparisons back to the numbers, but it's been 2 weeks since I've done one of these videos, so a weekly comparison doesn't necessarily translate, doesn't apply directly. So I'm just going to set baseline numbers now here for the balance and the start of 23. The number of active listings this week, 2,928. So let's just start off the year thinking there are 3,000 listings, available homes in the Portland metro area for consumption, for purchase, by buyers, for buyers and sellers so that you can live in a new home. This week, interestingly enough, with the New Year's holiday, we do have 192 listings that have come on market. Now, with the caveat, I will say a significant number of these, probably about 130 of them from what I could see, were in fact relists of existing previous properties. So they were homes that agents relisted to get a new number that, by the way, that 8-digit number is now going to start with 2, 3, and then 6 numbers. Last year, they all started with 2, 2. I'm sure you can figure out the correlation there. So yes, about 130 of these 192 listings appear to be relists of existing property because we don't see a lot of people putting their homes on the market during the week of New Year's. Now, the second or third week of January, yes, that's where we're going to see those inventory levels start to pick up and we'll start to see returning to what is a normal market. Now, the number of homes that went pending in the last week, the savvy buyers, 189. Interesting. So there were buyers out there motivated. Some of these were opportunity seekers at the end of the year. Some of these were folks who just happen to be looking right now and they didn't have to look for competition. Maybe they were willing to brave the wind and the snow and the rain in the last 10 days. But anyway, 189 folks put homes under sale. 259 closed, but these were homes that went under contract right around Thanksgiving weekend. They're typically 30 to 45 days out. Now, for the number of homes that had a price adjustment, 553. This is substantially down from the 879 just 2 weeks ago. Well, why is there such a drop in the number of homes that have had a price reduction? Well, because at this point, the homes that had a price reduction and were pending or sold, they've gone off the market. Sellers, if your house hasn't sold, they don't need to do a price adjustment here in that last week of December, first week of January, because they probably have some other strategy now after the first of the year. So we're not going to see any new homes getting price adjustments. We'll simply see them getting relisted now for January. Watch for it. That's what you're going to see. Coming soon listings, I see 14 in the MLS of homes that will be on the market in the next 21 days. I now have 1 and a second, although we're more than 21 days out. But I've got 2 more coming, so I'm doing my best to get them out there. That'll take that 14 up to 15, just myself personally. Number of sold homes in the last month, 1,169, giving us roughly in the Portland market as of right now, based on low inventory and low sales, 2.5 months of inventory. We're still working our way back to what is called a normal market. However, we have not seen normal for the past 5 years. So we're getting back to normal historical perspective. For the number of 4-car garage homes, that special niche, for buyers who look at those homes, the affordable garage homes as well as the expensive garage homes, 4-car garage. There's currently 90 homes in the Portland market that have a 4-car garage or larger, 23 of which are that affordable under $1 million point. In the last week, 3 have come on the market, 2 of which were under $1 million. 3 have also gone pending, once again, 2 of which were under $1 million, and 4 have sold. All 4 of those were under $1 million. So there seems to be activity significantly below $1 million, just as we would see with the rest of the regular market. That is normal. Say it with me, normal. Number of 4-car garage homes sold in the last month, 18, 12 of which were, again, under $1 million, putting us at, in the affordable range, 1.9 months of inventory for affordable homes. So actually fewer affordable garage homes than in the greater market itself. I know that for a fact. I have a listing here in Lake Oswego, has parking for 9 cars, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. It is the second lowest priced home with 4-car garage or larger in all the Portland metro area. And the one that's lower is pretty much just a scraper for development. Someone's going to come in and just scrape off the house that's there. There's no value to the house. In fact, the next 2 above my listing are also in that category. So this is an opportunity if you're looking for affordable storage, maybe a personal shop that you can play with your projects in, rent the house out to have someone as a constant presence on the property. Talk to me, $575,000 in Lake Oswego School District and yet unincorporated Clackamas County. Talk to me, I might have an opportunity. Okay, I've talked about the 3 takeaways. First of all, inventory goes up from here. Yes, folks, this is the lowest point of the year. This is rock bottom. From here, it's just going to continue to climb. Expect it in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We'll start to see those inventory numbers begin. Second, prices not likely to go down in Portland. This is just due, in fact, that Portland prices appear to be stable. We have a solid job outlook market report in Portland, and we don't foresee any major layoffs affecting Portland employers. Now, we will see people moving to Portland as they continue to work remotely from other areas, perhaps California or Seattle. So maybe that's a little more bump in demand. We're going to see what happens. But right now, the stability seems to be in place for Portland. Now, that's not the case in other places such as Arizona or Texas, where a lot of investors brought into the market, accelerated home prices, and now they're dropping back down. So when you're hearing about decreasing prices, it's in these more volatile neighborhoods, these cities and cities and states. My mouth is a little mixed up here today. So the volatile markets are where you're seeing prices that peaked and are correcting. In Portland, we're still on that decline, albeit more gradual, and that's fine. I'll take nice and normal, steady growth all day long. Finally, as I said, it's going to take us 45 to 60 days to see a change in activity, to see anything happening, because if you wait a week for, even if a new listing goes on the market today, it's going to be 45 to 60 days before we see the outcome of that. And what I mean by outcome is how many buyers are looking at that house, how many offers, 1, 2, 3, 5, that a seller may have received, as well as how much time it will take that property to close. When it closes, that's when we see the recorded sales price. How motivated was that seller? Well, if they put the house on the market at $600,000 and they accepted an offer at $575,000, that's significant motivation, especially if they've just come on the market, versus if they've been on the market for 6 months. It's normal to accept an under asking price. So it's going to take us, again, 6 to 8 weeks before we really see a change in activity going forward. So I'll leave you with that. 3 takeaways. Inventory is just going to go up from here. Second of all, prices appear to be stable, slight increase in Portland. And third, we are 6 to 8 weeks out to see any dramatic shift or changes. So it's going to take time. Buckle up, get ready for the spring. It's a happy new year. Have a wonderful day, folks. We'll see you next week.